Hey there, fellow travelers. Ever feel that itch to pack a bag and hit the open road? Yeah, me too. There's no better place to scratch that travel itch than the good old US of A. We're talking about a country so vast and diverse, it makes your average amusement park look like a parking lot. From the bright lights of New York City to the sun-kissed beaches of California, every corner of this country has something special to offer. So, buckle up, because we're about to embark on an epic road trip across this glorious nation. Get ready for a wild ride, literally. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media for more travel adventures. Now I know what you're thinking. America? Isn't that just a bunch of strip malls and fast food joints? And hey, you're not entirely wrong, but beneath that surface layer lies a heart and soul as rich and diverse as a well-stocked pantry. We've got folks from every corner of the globe calling this place home, each bringing their own traditions, languages, and food. From spicy Cajun jambalaya in Louisiana to mouth-watering Philly cheesesteaks in Pennsylvania, your stomach will be thanking you for this road trip. But it's not just about the food, folks. It's about the music, the art, the stories, and the spirit of the people that make America the vibrant tapestry it is. Get ready to experience America in all its messy, chaotic, and utterly captivating glory. Now, let's talk geography, shall we? America is huge. We're talking about a country that stretches from the Atlantic Ocean all the way to the Pacific, with enough mountains, deserts, forests, and beaches in between to satisfy even the most adventurous explorer. You want to hike through a redwood forest? We got it. You want to surf waves in Hawaii? We got that too. But here's the thing about America's diverse landscape. It's not just about pretty pictures and Instagram-worthy moments. It's about the way these environments have shaped the people, the culture, and the history of each region. Get ready to experience America in all its geographical glory. So there you have it, folks, a little taste of what's in store for you on this incredible journey across America. We're talking about a country that's bursting at the seams with adventure, culture, and enough roadside attractions to make your head spin. Just remember to pack your sense of humor, your appetite for exploration, and maybe a spare tire or two, because you never know what you're gonna find out there on the open road. Next stop, the heartland of America. Get ready for some cornfields, folks, because things are about to get real. Alright folks, let's talk about the heart and soul of America, its people. Now you've probably heard the phrase melting pot thrown around like confetti at a ticker tape parade. And let me tell you, it's a pretty accurate way to describe this crazy, mixed up, wonderful nation of ours. We've got folks from every corner of the globe all bringing their own unique spices to the table. Now I know what you're thinking, melting pot? Doesn't that mean everyone just blends together? And hey, there's definitely some truth to that. But the beauty of America is that we celebrate our differences as much as our similarities. We're like a patchwork quilt, each square unique and beautiful, but together, we create something truly special. From the bustling streets of New York City to the quiet towns of the Midwest, America is a tapestry woven from countless threads. Now, one thing you'll quickly notice on our cross-country adventure is that Americans don't just look different, they sound different too. We're talking about a country where a simple hello can sound like 100 different things depending on where you are. You've got the slow drawl of the South, the fast-paced chatter of the Northeast, the surfer dude vibes of California, and everything in between. Up in New England, they'll offer you a wicked good time, while down south, they'll invite you over for a y'all come back now kind of visit. Out west, they'll tell you to hang loose, and in the Midwest, they'll greet you with a friendly ope. Just remember, when in doubt, smile and nod. It's the universal language of travelers everywhere. Now, despite all our differences, there are a few things that tie us together as Americans. One of those things is our unwavering belief in the power of hard work and innovation. From the early pioneers who forged westward to the entrepreneurs who built Silicon Valley, Americans have always been known for their grit, determination, and let's be honest, a little bit of crazy. Down south, they call it Southern hospitality, but you'll find that same welcoming spirit in every corner of the country. Whether you're stopping for directions in a small town or striking up a conversation with a stranger at a gas station, Americans are generally a friendly bunch. And speaking of barbecue, let's not forget about another thing that unites us: our love of a good meal. From coast to coast, Americans take their food seriously. Now, as much as we like to think of ourselves as a united nation, there's no denying that there's a bit of a divide between city folks and country folks. The hustle and bustle of city life versus the slower pace of rural living. The bright lights and big dreams versus the down-to-earth values and close-knit communities. But here's the thing, folks, neither one is better than the other. They're just different sides of the same coin. And the truth is, most of us fall somewhere in between. We might crave the excitement of the city, but we also long for the peace and quiet of the countryside. America is a country of contrasts, and it's that very mix of personalities, perspectives, and experiences that makes traveling through this country such a wild and wonderful ride. Hold on to your hats, folks, because in America, history isn't just something you read in textbooks. It's alive and well, woven into the very fabric of the land. Every town square, every cobblestone street, every weathered barn seems to whisper tales of the past, if you know how to listen. Take a stroll down the Freedom Trail in Boston, where the echoes of revolutionary fervor still linger in the air. Imagine the Founding Fathers, those powdered wig-wearing rebels, plotting against British tyranny in dimly lit taverns. These aren't just historical events, folks, they're stories etched into the American soul. Our journey through American history takes us from the cobblestone streets of colonial towns to the battlefields of the Civil War and beyond. Each region bears the scars and celebrates the triumphs of its past, offering glimpses into the forces that have shaped the nation. In the Northeast, we'll walk in the footsteps of revolutionaries and witness the birth of a nation. Down south, we'll grapple with the legacy of slavery and segregation, a painful but essential part of the American story. And out west, we'll trace the trails of pioneers and gold prospectors, drawn by the allure of adventure and the promise of a new life. History in America is a tangible, emotional experience. Now let's talk about the Wild West, folks, a time and place that has captured the imagination of generations. It's a land of rugged landscapes, dusty saloons, and larger-than-life characters like Wyatt Earp and Billy the Kid. But as with all legends, the reality of the Wild West is a bit more nuanced than the Hollywood version. Yes, there were gunfights at high noon and cattle drives across vast plains, but there were also hard-working ranchers, struggling farmers, and Native American tribes fighting to preserve their way of life. The Wild West, folks, is more than just a myth. It's a reminder of the untamed spirit that still runs through America's veins. But America's story doesn't end with the closing of the frontier. The Industrial Revolution brought about a new era of progress, with factories springing up across the land, railroads connecting east to west, and cities swelling with a tide of new immigrants seeking their fortunes. We'll explore the steel mills of Pittsburgh, where the backbone of a nation was forged, and the automobile factories of Detroit, where the American dream took shape on four wheels. From the Roaring '20s to the Great Depression, from World War II to the Civil Rights Movement, America's history in the 20th century is a roller coaster ride of triumph and tragedy, innovation and social change. And as we stand on the cusp of a new millennium, the story of America continues to unfold, a testament to the enduring spirit of a nation constantly evolving. All right, folks, buckle up those seatbelts and grab your sunscreen because we're about to embark on a whirlwind tour of America's wild and wacky weather. We're talking everything from scorching deserts to snow-capped mountains, from hurricane-force winds to tornadoes that could suck the chrome right off your hubcaps. You see, America's so geographically diverse, it's like Mother Nature threw a dart at a map and said, "All right, let's see what kind of crazy climate we can cook up here." We've got more climate zones than a dog has fleas, each with its own unique charm and, let's be honest, its own set of quirks. But hey, I say that's all part of the adventure, right? It's like having a front row seat to Mother Nature's greatest hits all in one country. Let's start our meteorological journey up north, shall we? Picture this, snow-capped peaks piercing the sky, glaciers glistening like diamonds. That's right, folks, we're talking about the great American Northwest. But if you're looking for sunshine and good times, head on down south to the Sunshine State. The weather's so warm and inviting, just watch out for the occasional hurricane. And then there's the vast expanse of the American Midwest, where the wind blows free and the cornfields stretch as far as the eye can see. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention some of the weather woes that come with living in a country as geographically diverse as America. We're talking hurricanes that can level entire cities, tornadoes that can turn your house into a pile of matchsticks, and blizzards that can bury you in snow up to your eyeballs. But here's the thing about Americans, we're a resilient bunch. We don't let a little thing like a natural disaster get us down. We rebuild, we adapt, and we even find a way to joke about it afterwards. Because hey, laughter is the best medicine, especially when you're dealing with a flooded basement or a tree in your living room. And let's not forget about the incredible natural wonders that these extreme weather patterns can create. We're talking about the Grand Canyon, carved by centuries of erosion, Yosemite Valley, sculpted by glaciers, and the Everglades, a vast and mysterious wetland teeming with life. These awe-inspiring landscapes are a testament to the power of nature and a reminder that even in the face of destruction, there is always beauty to be found. But here's the thing about America's crazy climate. It's not just about dodging tornadoes and battening down the hatches for hurricanes. It's about how these diverse environments have shaped the people, the culture, and the very way of life in each region. Up in Alaska, they've got ice fishing down to an art form, while in Louisiana, they build their houses on stilts to avoid floodwaters. Out west, they've learned to conserve water like it's liquid gold, and in the Northeast, they've mastered the art of layering clothing to survive those frigid winters. You see, folks, Americans are a resourceful bunch. We've learned to adapt to whatever Mother Nature throws our way, and we've even found ways to thrive in the face of adversity, because that's the American spirit, ain't it? We don't back down from a challenge, we saddle up, we face the storm head on, and we come out the other side stronger and more resilient than ever. Hold on to your appetites, folks, because we're about to embark on a culinary journey that'll have your taste buds tapping their toes. In America, the best food is often found in the humblest of places, cooked with love and seasoned with tradition. We're talking about food that's as diverse and colorful as the people themselves. From the spicy kick of Cajun cuisine in Louisiana, to the hearty comfort food of the Midwest, from the fresh seafood bounty of the coasts, to the smoky allure of barbecue in the South, get ready for a culinary adventure that'll have you loosening your belt buckle a notch or two. Our culinary road trip begins on the East Coast, where the ocean breeze mingles with the aroma of fresh-baked bagels in New York City. Grab a slice of pizza so big, it'll make your head spin. Head up north to New England, where lobster rolls reign supreme. Chunks of sweet lobster meat on a toasted bun, drizzled with melted butter. Down south, we'll be tapping our toes to a different culinary beat. From North Carolina's tangy sauces to Texas's smoky ribs, barbecue is a way of life. Now, as we journey across this great land, you'll quickly discover that Americans don't just love to eat good food, we love to celebrate it too. From coast to coast, you'll find food festivals dedicated to everything from chili and crawfish to watermelon, and yes, even Spam. Picture this. You're in Gilroy, California, the self-proclaimed garlic capital of the world, surrounded by the pungent aroma of garlic permeating the air. You take a bite of a garlic ice cream cone and suddenly the world makes sense again. Or maybe you're in New Orleans during Mardi Gras, where the streets are alive with music, revelry, and the irresistible scent of beignets, those fluffy, powdered, sugar-dusted squares of fried dough. From the National Cherry Festival in Traverse City, Michigan, where you can witness the pitting of over 150,000 cherries in a matter of minutes, to the Hatch Chili Festival in Hatch, New Mexico, where the aroma of roasting chilies fills the air, food festivals offer a unique and often hilarious glimpse into the heart and soul of American culture. As our culinary adventure draws to a close, you'll likely find yourself unbuttoning that top button and vowing to hit the gym as soon as you get home. But trust me folks, it's all worth it. Because the truth is, food is more than just sustenance in America. It's a way of connecting with people, experiencing different cultures, and creating memories that'll last a lifetime. So, the next time you're feeling peckish, don't just reach for that frozen dinner or order takeout. Get out there and explore the culinary landscape of your own backyard. Try something new, strike up a conversation with the folks at your local diner, and savor every bite. Because in America, a good meal is more than just a meal. It's a celebration of life, liberty, and the pursuit of deliciousness. All right, folks, fasten your seatbelts and get ready for the grand tour because America's open for business. We're talking about a country that's got more attractions than a refrigerator door at a magnet factory. From iconic landmarks to quirky roadside oddities, America's a buffet of sights and experiences. Now I know what you're thinking. Bill, where do we even begin? Fear not, my friend, I've got a roadmap to adventure. We'll be hitting up the bright lights of Broadway, cruising down the Las Vegas Strip, and maybe even snapping a selfie with Mickey Mouse himself. But it's not all about the big-ticket attractions, folks. America's also got a knack for the quirky and unusual. We're talking about giant balls of yarn, roadside attractions shaped like giant dinosaurs, and museums dedicated to everything from Spam to toilets. Hey, I don't judge, to each their own, right? Now let's talk about those roadside attractions, shall we? You know the ones I'm talking about. Those giant fiberglass dinosaurs luring you in with their toothy grins, those roadside diners boasting world-famous burgers, and those quirky museums dedicated to topics that'll make you wonder if you accidentally wandered into a Twilight Zone episode. Now, some folks might scoff at these roadside oddities, call them tourist traps or tacky remnants of a bygone era, but not me, folks. I say embrace the kitsch, revel in the absurdity. These roadside attractions are like little slices of Americana, each one a testament to the creativity, ingenuity, and let's be honest, sometimes questionable taste of the American people. Where else can you stand in awe of the world's largest ball of twine, marvel at a collection of over 20,000 salt and pepper shakers, or get your kicks at a museum dedicated to the art of taxidermy? Only in America, my friends, only in America. These roadside attractions are more than just photo ops. They're a reminder to never take life too seriously and to always be open to the unexpected. But it's not all about man-made marvels, folks. Oh no, Mother Nature's been busy too, sculpting some of the most breathtaking landscapes you'll ever lay eyes on. We're talking about natural wonders so awe-inspiring, they'll make you want to burst into a chorus of America the Beautiful. Picture this. You're standing on the rim of the Grand Canyon, gazing out at a chasm so vast, it seems to stretch to the ends of the earth. The sun's setting, painting the canyon walls in hues of orange, pink, and purple, and you realize that words simply can't do justice to the sheer majesty of it all. Or maybe you're cruising through Yosemite Valley, craning your neck to take in the towering granite cliffs, the thunderous waterfalls, and the giant sequoia trees that seem to touch the heavens. Or perhaps you're marveling at the geothermal wonders of Yellowstone National Park, where geysers erupt with clockwork precision and hot springs bubble and steam like something out of a science fiction movie. Now, while those iconic landmarks are certainly worth a visit, sometimes the real magic of travel lies in discovering the hidden gems, those off-the-beaten-path treasures that most tourists never get to experience. And trust me, folks, America's got plenty of them. We're talking about charming small towns where time seems to stand still, scenic byways that wind through breathtaking landscapes, and local hangouts where you can rub elbows with the folks who call these places home. These are the places where you'll discover the true heart and soul of America. One conversation, one local delicacy, one unexpected adventure at a time. So, don't be afraid to venture off the beaten path, folks. Rent a car, grab a map, or use that fancy GPS thingy, and get lost in the beauty and diversity of this great land. You never know what hidden treasures you might uncover. Because in America, the journey is just as important as the destination, and sometimes the most memorable moments are the ones you least expect. Now let's talk about those quirks, shall we? Because let's face it, folks, America's got them in spades. We're talking about those head-scratching, eyebrow-raising, did that just happen? Kind of moments that make you wonder if you accidentally stepped into a sitcom. Take our love affair with all things oversized, for example. We've got the world's largest ball of twine, the world's largest rocking chair, heck, we've even got a town in Arizona called Nothing, population 4. And don't even get me started on our obsession with convenience. Drive through everything, folks, banks, pharmacies, even wedding chapels. Hey, why get out of your car when you can do it all without leaving the comfort of your driver's seat? And let's not forget about our unique brand of humor. We're talking dad jokes, puns so bad they're good, and a self-deprecating wit that's as dry as the Mojave Desert. It's a love it or hate it kind of humor for sure, but one thing's for certain, it's never boring. Guides us. Now, when it comes to navigating the vast and varied landscape of America, you're going to need a few things. A good sense of direction, a healthy dose of patience, and maybe a spare tire or two just in case. Because let me tell you folks, getting around this country can be an adventure in itself. In the concrete jungles of our major cities, you'll find yourself navigating a maze of subways, buses, and taxis, dodging pedestrians and praying you don't end up in the wrong borough. Out in the vast expanses of the West, it's all about road tripping, baby. Just be prepared for long stretches of highway where the only company you'll have is your thoughts and the occasional tumbleweed. And then there's the South, where the pace of life is a little slower, the hospitality is a little warmer, and the directions you get might involve landmarks like that there oak tree that looks like Elvis, or the gas station where Mildred used to work. Just go with the flow, folks, and enjoy the ride. Section 4. The Evolving American Story, Warts and All. As our journey across America comes to an end, I hope you've come to appreciate the sheer diversity, complexity, and yes, even the contradictions of this great nation. America's a work in progress, folks, always evolving, always striving to be better. We're a nation built on hope, on dreams, and on the unwavering belief that anything is possible. We've got our flaws for sure, but we're also a nation that's not afraid to face them, to learn from them, and to keep striving towards a more perfect union. So keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep embracing the wild, wacky, and wonderful tapestry that is America. Because this, my friends, is a country that never ceases to amaze. And with that, folks, I'm hanging up my hat and heading off into the sunset. Well, folks, here we are, at the end of our whirlwind tour across this grand old land. We've laughed together, learned together, and maybe even shed a tear or two together. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone if those tears were from that ghost pepper chili in Texas. We've explored towering mountains and sun-kissed beaches, sampled culinary delights that would make your grandma jealous, and encountered characters so colorful, they'd make a box of crayons look downright dull. Looking back, it's hard to believe we've only just scratched the surface of what America has to offer. This country is like that book you can never quite finish, no matter how many times you read it. There's always something new to discover, something unexpected to surprise you, something that makes you want to pack your bags and hit the open road once again. But beyond the sights, sounds, and tastes, what truly makes America special is its people. From the friendly folks who welcomed us into their homes and shared their stories to the passionate artists, entrepreneurs, and dreamers who are shaping the future of this nation, it's the people who make America the vibrant, dynamic, and ever-evolving tapestry it is. Section 2. See you down the road, America. So, as I hang up my trusty map, bid farewell to my trusty steed, okay, it was a rental car, but you get the idea, and reflect on the memories we've made, I'm filled with a sense of gratitude. Gratitude for the opportunity to have explored this incredible country, gratitude for the people I've met along the way, and gratitude for the simple joys of discovery and adventure. But this isn't goodbye, folks. It's more like a see you later. Because the open road is calling and the spirit of adventure never truly fades. So keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep discovering the hidden gems that lie just around the bend. And who knows, maybe our paths will cross again someday, somewhere down the road, in this grand and glorious land we call America. Until then, happy travels, my friends, and may the wind always be at your back. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, please share your own travel stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your adventures.